Oh, nice.
Yeah, and then he is going to Egypt on December.
Oh. Oh, very nice.
So those days that we have this winter Christmas vacation, so when he is in Egypt, I think he already Egypt.
Now I know.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, that's good.
I will tell him.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Tentatively is planning on first week of January.
Okay. First week of January, he's going to be back.
And then after the transferring to
Yes.
in Ajman.
In Ajman. Yeah.
That's
good. Yeah.
That is only what I know.
He should spend less on the wedding. Yeah, you know, because
now we'll be practical.
Because no one remembers weddings. People come, they eat food at the wedding, and then that the food was bad, food was good, less food, more food. Yeah, they should just do like a very cheap wedding and use the rest of the money for their future. Exactly. Exactly. Yes. Because the wedding pictures, after 5 years, no one looks at the wedding picture. No one looks.
Actually, even when for me, for personally, I don't remember like if they just post it on the Facebook like anniversary, 10 years anniversary or 8 years anniversary. Then that's the time only that okay, congratulations.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but personally like I wonder how those people.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, I don't really also.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Anyway. All right, everyone, welcome. Your last trade, my first. It was my first trade today. I think a breakdown we're going to do later on. Hey, good afternoon. Welcome. Let's see here. I want Caesar to help me. Okay. Wow, man, gold really pushed hard over here. Did we go to the $5 multiple? Yeah, 38.30. Beautiful. I closed around, closer to 38.25 because I wasn't too sure whether we will continue to push up or not. But we did. So that's good. That's good in that way. 38.25. I'm happy with that. Other than that, let's take a look at pound yen. Oh, look at that, pound yen. Let's do some. Let's do fresh analysis on. Actually, let's do fresh analysis on gold. Okay. So fresh analysis on gold is this candle just opened, NY open. We moved bullish. We are rejecting this area now. There's a resistance formed at this point. So basically, at this point, I think we're just going to wait for some market structure. To be honest, just wait for some market structure. At the same time, this would be an area where, like, in which we broke up. We'll wait to see if price does come down over here. How does price react to that area? Wow, what the hell was going on over here? Yeah. How's your experience after yesterday NASDAQ sim? Bro, there's no need to troll me. I'm not going to trade NASDAQ again. Not trading NASDAQ. We did a simulation yesterday with NASDAQ. We took 11, 12 trades, and those are like 11 reasons why not to trade NASDAQ. So, fuck that. NASDAQ was not a good experience at all. Not trading NASDAQ ever again. It's just not worth it. Just not worth it. Like, no. Maybe US 30, NASDAQ? No. I don't know how people make money with NASDAQ, to be honest. I tried my best yesterday. Maybe that week was like that, but let's take a look at here. Like, look at this. Like, what? Who moves like this? This is a 1 hour time frame. This is a 30-minute time. Who moves like this? Like, what is this? Look at this. So this is NASDAQ here, right? Okay. Where's my pen? Let me get my pen over here. So this is basically NASDAQ. So what are you going to do? Look, you see a candle like this, you know, uptrend, whatever. You take a buy as price breaks above the high. Your stop loss is right over here. Next candle comes down. Oh, thank you so much, man. Look at this. Come. Look at this shirt. Wow. Wow. Amazing shirt. Oh, wow. Look at that. This is medium, right? Yes. You have the large and extra large here? Yeah, I'm going to try them. Yeah, amazing. Yeah, so anyway, this candle is going to stop you out. Next, you got next candle moving up, and then you have a doji candle, and this candle has no bottom wick, no top wick, just pushes bullish, and it's just crazy. NASDAQ. Just crazy. Like, you need to be, I don't even know what breed of a trader trades NASDAQ. I'm not trading NASDAQ ever again since that simulation session I did yesterday. Like, I don't even know why I'm doing these markings on NASDAQ. No idea. Yeah, gold is stuck over here now, so we're gonna have to wait for gold. I'm good. Welcome, Slam. Isn't this trade similar to your trade you took yesterday? I heard the voice in that. It tells candle broke the high in a 6 minute. Took the same trade. Let's take a look at this over here. Ooh, this one right over here. Yeah, it was tricky. You know, this break above the high was very, very tricky. It was very, very tricky because look. So if I go down, it was somewhere over here, right? Yeah, somewhere right over here. Look. So this is where the candle started. In the first minute, we moved up and then moved down. Yeah, okay, not happening. Anything, nothing. And then we moved right here. So once it comes over here, I would want it to break its own high a little bit more. Now, I'm not going to say let's get into specifics or how many pips. It's intuition at that point. You know, so if you look right over here, right? Look. So this 5-minute candle was a rejection. This candle, I mean, needed a little bit of a more confirmation, maybe close bullish a little bit so the next one can move up. Now I know guys are going to say, but Raja, you told us not to look at the 5-minute. No, I'm just trying to prove a point. Just extra that confirmation, you know, would have been better. But even if it didn't come along, you got your second opportunity. You got your second opportunity for a buy, like right over here, like where I took this trade. Keeping in mind, like, you know, that we were in the New York session for price to push up with volume. How are you? I'm good. Simulator buy card decline ho raha visa card koi acha lein visa card. I didn't know we used 5-minute is crazy. No, man, it's not. Now look, don't start to use the 5-minute. I'm not saying use the 5-minute. It's just intuition that comes in there, you know, as you see. That's why I say doing impulse entries is extremely risky. You need a lot of experience to get really, really good at impulse entries. Even if you do take that trade, just be really strict on your risk management. That's it. Just be really strict on your risk management. Now, don't go around looking at the 5-minute. Don't do that. It's just, yeah, it's just. So you take the buy just on resistance? Yes. I mean, there are a couple of things you need to keep in mind as well, like that the time you're in, what sort of volume there is, you know. So that's all what it is. So this situation is different because gold is pushing to make higher highs, you know, like all-time highs, higher highs. So I've seen gold make higher highs since 2017, 2018. So there's intuition, there's experience, there's intuition and experience. Intuition and experience. What is your analysis? My analysis right now is to just wait for gold to create some sort of a market structure. Is 15-minute BO is good? What's BO? Body order? What is that? Why you buy? I don't understand. I'll post a breakdown here later on. Boss. Why you buy boss? Oof. Oof. So hot. I want to learn Forex. I'm from the Philippines. Great. Are you waiting for a retest and support? Yeah, just waiting. Just waiting for price to create some sort of a something, some sort of market structure. We don't enter until we wick up and down. Awesome, but why is that? Just curious. I've answered this multiple times because it's the anatomy of a candle. The candle needs to have a lower wick and it needs to have a top wick, and that's why it's better to wait for a lower wick for a candle to form and then for it to break its own high. Talked about it lots of times. But then there's sometimes, like the candle just moves. Candle just moves, it doesn't make a lower wick. Sometimes I catch it, sometimes I don't catch it because I wait for the lower wick. Why do I catch it when candles don't make a lower wick? I don't know. I'm just dumb. I just feel like the volume is coming in. When you feel like the volume is coming in, that's the feeling. It just, you feel like it. What is the specific relevance of the wick? Liquidity. Candles are grabbing liquidity. How come your candle entries still work despite AI? What's AI? Shouldn't AI identify these entries fast? What the fuck is AI? What are you talking about, AI? What AI? We're not talking about AI. AI, no, man. Like, what? Why are you talking about AI? What is this? AI has nothing to do with trading. You think AI can trade? You think AI can make money in the markets? Show me an AI that's making money. There's no. There's no AI. There's no AI. There's no AI built that can make. Listen, I've been in this industry for almost 10 years now, and every person that comes to me, there's this retard who messages me this morning. Okay, look, there's this guy. He messages me in the morning, and he's like, "Hey, Raja, I have an opportunity for you." And this opportunity, let me see if I can find his message. And this opportunity was, "Hey, bro, I have a strategy for $10,000 to 10 million in 3 to 4 months. Please let me know if you're interested. This may seem like daydreaming, but it's definitely possible." See that? Brother, why are you telling me this? Just go run the strategy. Why are you telling me? Go run this. Go run. Why you even need my $10,000? Put it on $10 and just run it. Human AI is making money though, sure. Here we buy from 38.20. Why you want to buy from 38.20? Wait for some sort of a support form, some sort of a, some sort of a support, some sort of a confirmation for a buy, and then take the buy. But AI will help you a lot while trading, as it all book theoretical knowledge. Sure. That's a irrelevant statement. I love you from Bangladesh. Thank you. Please give your view on Euro JPY. Yeah, that's a very good question. I like that. I like that question more than comments about AI. Okay, let's do some analysis. 4-hour push down. We're creating some sort of a support. Awesome, no problem. Let's take a look on the 1-hour time frame. Looking at the 1-hour time frame, we have a support form, which is great. Awesome, no problem. There was probably a support here which we broke. Let's take a look on the 30-minute time frame. Looking at the 30-minute time frame, seems like there was a support established over here, from which price is now trying to push up. And maybe there's something happening over here on the 15-minute. I just want to take a sneak peek at the 15-minute. What's going on over there? Oh, so on the 15-minute, we have some sort of a issue which may be causing price to reject. How much is this range? I hope it's more than 20 pips. Oh, okay, it's a 24 pip range. So I think it's going to be better in this case, only in this case, to wait for price to break in above this area. So you can say that, you know, we're in the clear for it to continue to push up in this case. I hate you, Raja from Somalia. Thank you. No wonder you got a big forehead here from Somalia. From all that hate stuff in your forehead. That's why that shit's getting big. Hey, Raja, you know Peter Tuchman. I met him in New York. Yes, I know Peter. When you put profit 100K or 50K, it's from your broker. If you lose money, it goes back. If you win, it's your broker's loss. Yeah, I'm stealing from my own broker. Could you run through your risk management strategy for the impulse entry you took? Yes. Go through my YouTube. I have explained all the way how I manage risk in one video on YouTube. Friday's trade breakdown. Don't worry, I'll post 2 trade breakdowns later on today. Yesterday, Pakistan match, what happened? I won money. I put money on India yesterday and I made money. Yesterday, I made money because I put money on India. The match before that, I put money on India, I made money. So, great. Love India. India's cricket team is way over here. Pakistan cricket team is way down over here. I have accepted that fact. How much lot size is good for $500? 0.05. Can you explain about the leverage available in Dominion? Yeah. I trade a live account with Interactive, have no leverage in futures with them. It sucks. So on gold, we have 1 to 100 leverage on gold and 1 to 500 leverage on everything else. So on gold and indices, it's 1 to 100. And trust me, 1 to 100 is a lot of leverage that you need. It's a lot. Need to understand gold is unstoppable from 3,300 till now, almost $520. Where can we get correction? It's very difficult to find resistance supply. Could you make understand? Yeah, when gold, just study all the times gold has broken a resistance to create all-time highs. Study that all the time. All the time when gold has made all-time highs, just look at that. And then you will find an answer. Now you will say what answer you will find. You will find an answer. By the way, happy 420, guys. Long lost Raja Banks. Appreciate time and experience. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Like right now, it's just a waiting game over here. It's simply just a waiting game. Okay, let's take a look at this over here. John sent the charts and he said, so done now in caps. Hope everything is okay. So done now. Okay. One trade. Done now. Done. What was this trade? Buy or sell? Pipstone email. Dominion Markets UI is a bit complex. No, it's not. It's not complex at all. Dominion Markets UI is very, very simple. The only thing that's complex is maybe your ability to read and comprehend things. Trust me, it's not complex at all. If I start to show you, yeah. Okay, just waiting over here now. Let's take a look at pound yen. Look at that. Pound yen has rejected this area in a downtrend. I think what's going to be better for pound yen would be to create some sort of a resistance for price to push down. Maybe, I think that's going to be better. So just waiting for some sort of a market structure. Do you charge more commission for a corporate trading account? No, we don't charge more commission. If you have $20,000 you're depositing, you will get an ECN Pro account. There you pay less commissions. You don't pay more commission. You pay less commission. Are we going to buy or sell down? I don't know. I think we will have to wait. The other thing is, if you take a look at this right here, the other thing is that if you get a candle, where's my red color? If you get a candle that closes like this, back in this range, right? Then all this area where move up, it becomes a fake out, right? Because look, we broke above this resistance, price comes down. If it does not respect this area and closes back in the range, this whole move becomes a fake out, and then there's a higher probability we can continue on to push down. You know, that's why it's very important to see how price will react to this area. It's very important to wait to see how price will react to this area. Someone told me once that trading is like watching paint dry, and that's all how it is. You have a paid course. Please reply me. I'll not reply to you. How much is your course? I'll not reply to you. What's the minimum amount to deposit to get a Forex account? Minimum amount to deposit is about $1. Does Magic Key work on C-Trader? Yes, it does. Please tell the difference between simple and impulse entry. Wow. Can you suggest a lot size for a 5,000 funded account? Maybe don't get a 5,000 funded account. The trade you took today, can you explain your entry? I entered later. Okay. So this was my entry right over here, and this was around pre-New York volume time. So if I look on the 4-hour time frame, at that point, I mean, the 4-hour doesn't really make sense because we already moved about 640 pips on the 4-hour. I dropped down to the 1-hour time frame. Dropped down to the 1-hour time frame. This was after London Open. There was no volume coming in, and this is where we were right over here around pre-New York volume. Now I drop down 30-minute time frame. Looking at the 30-minute time frame, this candle over here, this closed a small body candle. A small body candle means that maybe the volume going up is dying down. So it was like, you know what? I'm going to wait to see if we can wick down, break above the high for price to continue to push up. Drop down to the 15-minute time frame, right? So if you take a look at the time, this is the 15-minute candle of the 30-minute right over here, which opened and we wicked down. So this wick down was the wick down on the 30-minute candle. And then once it started to break its own high, which was also the break in the high of the 15-minute candle, I was like, okay, you know what? Like, what's the probability that once the 30-minute candle over here has made a lower wick, and now it's starting to break above its own high, which is also breaking above this area over here, what's the probability we can continue to push up? And based on that, I took a buy. The stop was about 26, 27 pips. So that's why I took the buy. And this was also around pre-New York volume. So knowing that we haven't really had any volume, look at this right over here. So maybe this was the point where price may push up. Would you enter on the closure inside the range as a fake out? No, I will not. I will not, because I already took one trade today. So it doesn't make sense for me to, risk those profits. Yeah, it doesn't really make sense. When will you take trade at opening, and when will you need a pullback? All the time. Pullback, I prefer pullback on the 30-minute or on the 1-hour. Please go through the mail from Saif Ali. Who's Saif Ali? What is the profit made on this one? The profit made on that one was $31,042,000. In the past simulation, you mentioned that the support previous resistance at 38.19 is not important, because if it's important, price should respect that level. In this scenario, you mentioned you will see how price will react to that level. Could you give simple explanation? Yeah. So simple explanation is that it may react to that level. Like, we did break through this area, so I'm not going to say it's not important at all. What I will say is that it's important to wait to see how price reacts to this level, to wait to see, because there are also conditions, right? And the condition is look, right over here, we rejected it once and then twice, and then we broke above this area. So as it's coming down, I have to wait to see how it reacts to it, how it reacts to it. If there was only one rejection, okay, if there was only one rejection right over here, and God forbid if we broke above this area, then we could say that, okay, maybe it's not that important. But there were two rejections over here at this price level, 38.20, 38.20, 38.19. There were two rejections. So it's important to wait to see how it will close, you know. So now you can see that it's coming back into this range. So we don't know whether it will reject back up and create a wick or it will close right over here. We don't know. Can you explain entry? I'm your neighbor in Rawalpindi. I have explained my entry. It doesn't matter whether you're my cousin, my neighbor, my brother, like whatever. Man, I don't even wait for my brother at the elevator. If he's late at the elevator, I'm gone. If he's late to come outside of his house to get in my car because we got to go somewhere, I'm gone. He knows that. I don't wait. So I already explained it. I don't wait. So important to trade 1 or 2 times a day. Last month was 17%. Wow, this month was a break even due to over trading. Yeah, man, that's it. It's better to just focus on 1 or 2 times a day. Yeah, we got about 2 minutes left for the candle to close. Hey, Michaelis, bro, I'm gonna be there whole day Monday and Tuesday. So for you, just come around. You know, of course, I'll always make time for you. Yeah, some people I always make time for. Can you talk on drawdown? You don't believe in risk reward, but if someone has 1-to-1 risk reward and drawdown should keep trading his plan. Yeah, if you have a 1-to-1 risk reward, never let your stop loss hit with the full amount. Always manage your risk. Always manage your risk. Let's take a look at NASDAQ over here. I don't know why I'm looking at NASDAQ, but it gives me shivers, you know, this NASDAQ. New 30-minute candle has started. Oh, wow, look at that. We closed back in the range, right? So now I would want this candle to wick up, break below the low, and then push down. That's what I would want. Wick up, break below the low, and then push down. The link for Torah is torahex.com. Wow, look at that. In the first minute. In the first minute. Whenever I see this in the first minute, I don't trust it. In the first minute. Hey, Raja, I'm from the US. What broker I should use? If you're from the US, you can use this over here. It's the same trading environment, but on Trade Locker. Same trading environment. Kindly check MFU London session, my visualization on 4 hours using my buy stop execute at the same. Oh, okay. I'll take a look at that here later. Hey Raja, someone was calling you bad things, so I went to his TikTok and I abused him. No, don't do that. Don't abuse anyone. It's fine. Always uncomfortable to trade all-time highs because we don't know when price rejects. All you have said about $5 increment, it's kind of uncomfortable. I know. Nisarga, I know it was uncomfortable for me as well in the beginning. But once I realized, and once I really looked at the price and I realized that it actually moves in $5 increments, $5 increment on gold means a 50 pip move. So if you got a 50 pip incoming move, you can get 20, 30 pips out of it, 20, 30, 40 pips out of it. From Canada, you can use Dominion markets. No problem. You can use Dominion market. There's an uptrend, 30-minute time frame. It forms support, but in 15 minutes, what pair are you talking about? If the candle wicks up and reverses, we can take the sell. Yeah, for sure. If the candle wicks up, okay, look, if a candle wicks up and then breaks below this low again, that's a valid sell. But so far for me, it didn't wake up enough. You know, ideally, I would have liked scenario like this, where the first half of the 30-minute wicked down over here, and the second half moved up. So this was the second half of the 30-minute candle. But over here, you know, this is the first 15. So yeah, I wasn't that comfortable. Is Dominion a B book or a A book broker? Dominion is ABCDEFG book brokerage. I've been trading for the past 3 years, but till now I have made no money. From last year, July, I started using a strategy in the beginning. I was getting the results. Now nothing. Well, then look why you were getting results. Can you use Dominion markets in Ghana? Yes, you can. Can I use it from Germany? Yes, you can from Germany. Whenever I try to trade in Dominion markets, I'm unable to do so. Why is that? I don't know. I don't know. That's a very vague question. It's like saying, whenever I look up to the sky, I can't see the sky. Like, why? I don't get it. Can I use it from Nicaragua? Yes, you can. On Dominion funding, are the spreads the same between? Yep, the spreads are exactly the same. Exactly the same spreads. Which broker you recommend for day trading UK has low spread cost? Dominion. Look at these spreads over here, 1.2 pip spread. Look at the spread on Euro JPY. Look at the spread on GBP USD. Honestly, spreads don't matter unless it's less than 2 pips. You got less than 2 pips spread, you're good. You're solid. Put your mentorship down to 100 like everyone else? No, I don't follow the crowd. I don't do that. Cannot do that. In this case, if a candle wakes up in, okay. Yeah. Was really hoping for something of substance to happen. Wasn't that wake up enough? No, I mean, I don't know. Wasn't comfortable in this heavy uptrend. I wasn't really comfortable, you know, even after we've dropped about 100, 130 pips. You know, it would have been better if the candle bodies got smaller. Like if you look at right over here, so from here till here, we already moved about 100 pips, but the candle bodies just start to get smaller, and then with volume, once we start to break the highs over there, even right over here, it made sense. So the sell would have been much better if the candle bodies right over here, it didn't really move down, it just got smaller, and the next one broke the low for probably a impulse entry and trend scenario. But you know, it is what it is. NASDAQ is still stuck. You know what? I'm going to try NASDAQ here live with you guys. Okay, we'll try NASDAQ here. Could have used half lot size if it doesn't make enough high volume. Sure, yeah, could have. But I think the biggest reason why I wasn't actively looking for sells because of these high pressure in buys. To be honest, what about if it retraces and close above 38.19? Yeah, if you close above this area, then sure, we can go up. I'm gonna maybe look for another buy if we close above this area for price to push up. Possibly. You guys know how many messages I get every day on my WhatsApp? Since morning. Oh, what's this? Telegram is a whole other thing. Yo, can we activate my stone? Send some credentials. Okay, what's this? Since 8 a.m. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 30, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. Wow! 41 different people today messaged me today. Oof, crazy. 41. You're going to try NASDAQ 100. Yes, NAS 100. Yes, once we break above this area, I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to give it a shot, NASDAQ. Do you use pivot points? No, I don't use. Sir, translate into Urdu. Sorry, learn English. Can explain reason for this buy trade you have taken? I already did. Can I use demand markets from India? Yes, you can. Much hate from Israel. Thank you. No wonder you guys have big noses. All that hate stuck in that nose. All that hate in that nose. That's why it gets bigger. Trust me. Stop hating. It's going to get smaller. How can I withdraw with success? I've been reading a lot of withdrawals on. What do you mean? Just place a withdrawal and it's going to happen in the next 4 hours. Hey Raja, Chaitanya like Dominion markets are worse. Chaitanya is my biggest fan. What's your view on Euro USD? Nothing. Can I use Dominion markets in the Philippines? Yes. Your Telegram channel. It's in description. Man, you YouTube guys are so stupid. I will just mute this YouTube chat. It's just so dumb. Wow, look at that. Your JPY about to break up over here. Oof, lots of volume coming up. What's happening? Your JPY just out of nowhere. Boom, up. Let's take a look at GU. NASDAQ still stuck. GU, GU, GU. GU is about to break this area over here. It's just interesting to see price action, how it forms candles and how it moves. It's just so interesting. Let's zoom out. Ah, okay. So we have sort of like a zone here to the left-hand side on 30-minute time. 30-minute time frame is over here. There we go. Oh, we're breaking above the high in this GU now. See that? It's breaking above the high as the candle is about to close in 5 minutes. Break above the high, I think. See right over here, if it breaks above its own high, I think we can anticipate it to continue to push up. What is wrong with the people in the community? I've been in the community for 3 weeks already, so much smarter, profitable, so much smarter. Thank you. Euro USD looks break above 2. Let's take a look at Euro USD. Boom, 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 boom. Euro USD. Where is it? Oh, wow. Look at that. Okay. We're also breaking above on Euro USD. NASDAQ. Come on, do something. Gold. Ooh, rejection. Nice. I'm currently enrolled in a different course. I just wish I enrolled in your course. Well, leave that and come over here. When will Dominion funding be available in UAE? I'm not sure. Why are you hating that big forehead man? I don't know. Guys from Somalia. What can I say? Check gold. Gold. Yeah, what about gold? Calm down. Nothing's happening on gold. Gold going up. It's retracing. Gold is retracing. What do you guys got? Tourette syndrome? It's retracing. Man, you guys are looking at what? 1 minute candles? Like this? You guys are looking at the 1 minute candles like this? Oh, gold's going up, bro. Look, look. Calm down. Calm down. Just wait. Wouldn't a sell in gold be against the trend? Sure, take a sip. Do analysis on US 30. Send a chart. I'm waiting for NASDAQ over here to break above 24676. What's this? I was trying to reach out regarding my monthly dividends. Do you think I reach about 4 days? Could you please go and pay me? Thank you. Yes, we'll do that. Gold making top wick again. Yes. More coming up on MFU. Yes, we will be doing another recording tomorrow, and then that will be uploaded. I think by Thursday. I have a whole list that we have to go through. All right. Yeah, just rejections happening over here now. Straight up rejections. Yeah, this will be interesting. Look, the candle's about to close in about 2 minutes. And I think if it can close above 38.19, 38.20, I think that's going to be great. What is this? USDT? ERC20. My job mostly now is just to pay invoices, if I'm being honest. That's my job now. People send me invoices and then I just have to pay them. That's it. And then I have my accountant. He just tells me how much we are in profit, like how much, like, you know, money is left over after sending money out. That's my job. Just to pay invoices. Are you planning another workshop in Europe? Yes, I think in Bulgaria. Bulgaria will plan another one. Let's take a look at NASDAQ over here. You know, NASDAQ is about to blow up. So I'll put a buy stop over. Don't ask me why I'm placing a buy stop here. Just based on the simulations I've done, NASDAQ just goes for some reason. It just goes. So we'll try with that. Can you expand how when you use 15-minute time frame, especially in gold and massive movements here? Yeah, 15-minute, like whenever there's a lot of volume, I just use a 15-minute time frame to look for some extra confirmation. That's it. Just extra confirmation. Like, for example, let's say right over here, I'm looking at the 15-minute, right? If I'm looking at the 15-minute right over here, and if we make a lower wick and break above the high on the 15-minute, I would be looking to execute that for price to push up. You know, if I'm new with that information, I may just anticipate it and make notes about it. So if that happens, I'll be ready for the next time. So it's just that extra confirmation. All right, we're over here now. All right, I think this is too big of a lot size, right? 20 lots? I think it's too big. All right, here we go, NASDAQ. Here we go. About to lose this trade. Oh, NASDAQ is activated now. So now, based on the simulation we did, NASDAQ should pump up. Pump up. NASDAQ. Why not looking for sell on gold? Because there's no sell on gold. Look, the candle closed with a small wick. I don't even know how these pips work on NASDAQ. All I know is that I did a simulation yesterday. So if this is 20 lots, so $2,000 should be, okay. So 1,000 pips is like 10 pips. 1,000 pips is like 10 pips. The other day, my wife, she bought a small purse. That purse was like 17,000 dirhams. And I'm like, what? It was like this ostrich skin, small ass purse. And then she returned it because it just made no sense. Okay, anyway, NASDAQ. We are in over here now. Canada, Canada, Canada. Okay, that's good. Oh, card. Right. What do I gotta do to make this payment? All right, looks like NASDAQ is just gonna chill over here. Gold is whatever. So we'll have to see. I'm keeping an eye on NASDAQ here as well. Phone number, okay. All right, buddy boys, NASDAQ stock. Everything else chilling. I don't even know. I mean, yeah, let's see. Gold is still stuck. See this? This is the lower wick which we have formed. Once we form this lower wick and it breaks above the high, this is where a buy would be better for price to push up. But we are not breaking above that high. See that? We're not breaking above that high. Why? Yeah, so we'll have to wait over here. Oh no! Oh, fuck sakes. Why did I do this? Okay. Oh, okay, bad. All right. Not working. Looks like NASDAQ is still over here. This candle is about to close. Are you planning to, how, if that trade doesn't work? To be honest, maybe like right here, I'll close the trade. You know, like I'm not focusing on this to go anywhere, if I'm being honest. I'm just trying to see how this all pans out. But in terms of gold, I mean, if this candle can close like a small bearish candle, I think it's good. It's going to be better. What if gold breaks the low of the previous candle? Yeah, let it break the low of the previous candle. not really looking for that to do anything. You know, like my bias is for buys on gold. So we'll have to see. Oh, look at that. NASDAQ is pushing. Now NASDAQ needs to continue to push. Man, what's wrong with this Windows laptop? Dumbass. Minion. Have to shoot. Thank you for the advice. Yes, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Take care. Okay, here we go. Copy this. Please pay this amount. Wow, NASDAQ is pretty slow, man. In the simulation, this thing was rocking and rolling. If the bias is buy and it was a fake out, can we take a sell from retest to next support? You can take a sell, but I advise not to change your bias. Yeah, that's where we try to like don't change the bias. But so far, I'm in this NASDAQ here and waiting for NASDAQ to literally just push all the way up, just like it does in the simulations. Yeah, so bro, for my Futura, I was getting an error. Maybe this is their new integration or something. My brother is sick, so I'm trying. We're managing 6 businesses now at this point. Ooh, look at this. Look at this retracement over here. Candle's about to close in about 4 minutes. In 4 minutes, we will be closing soon. So let's just wait and see. All right. 30-minute candle closing over here as well. 1 hour candle. So I guess at this point, this zone will be valid and this in the middle should be invalid because now we're creating this new range. Yeah, wow, look at that. Don't like this retracement on NASDAQ. I don't even know why I took them in. Screw the things you don't know nothing about. So screw this NASDAQ. Where's this chart? Close this chart. Close. Dumbass NASDAQ. Euro USD is still moving. GBP USD has pushed above this area. Look at that. Broken above that high. On the 15-minute, yeah. See that? That's great. See this? Now look on the 30-minute. It just seems like one candle has broken up. But if we take a sneak peek at the 15-minute candle, you can see this was the first 30-minute, the first half of the 30-minute. The next one, as it broke the high, that's where you're like, okay, you know what? Impulse entry, volume, New York Open, high probability for price to push. But yeah. Raja, is there NASDAQ simulation video on YouTube? No. Have you ever placed a trade by mistake? Yes. This one time I placed a 50-lot trade by mistake. Big mistake. You're watching too much pairs. Yeah. Remove Zune pop-up from screen. I can't find NDX USD. Bro, it's right here. NDX USD. Boom. It's right there. You want to add something else? Look. Look how much we got over here. We have, you can add communication services. You can trade that. You can trade consumer, clinical, footwear accessories. You can trade that. You can trade all this stuff. You can trade energies, financial instruments you can trade, healthcare you can trade, technology you can trade over here, you know, commodities, well, it's all energy, you know, so you can trade all this stuff. Then shares and everything. Shares, bonds, indices, so much stuff. But only stick to just one thing. So go for a sell. No, I don't want to go for any sell. Nothing. Maybe if we break its own low, we can push down. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna head off. I'm gonna be in the office till like 7 p.m. tonight. We have a long day today. Anyway, take care, guys. We'll see you guys on Wednesday. Wednesday, we'll see you guys. Take care. See ya.